Recording in progress.
Just a second, I'm just coming in a meeting. हाँ जी सर।
ये
क्या है? ये वो नहीं आया।
ये भी है।
ये तो सैनिटाइजर है ना?
25,000 का सामान है। ये इसका है ना, सैनिटाइजर। किसका है? इसको साफ करने के लिए या कुछ दूसरा? आपने किसको बोला था इसको लाने के लिए?
डी कुमार
अरे उठा ले।
सब ले आया वो।
क्या हो गया? जल्दी खाते हो?
ये ले जाओ। थैंक यू। चलो बस, आप किसी को आने मत देना। आप किसी को आने मत देना।
ठीक ठीक।
A very good evening to the dear speaker and all the JDians in the session. So on the behalf of entire JD team, I'm delighted to introduce to you all the speaker of the day, Ms. Diksha Pokhriyal. Having more than 14 years of industry experience in building materials, Ms. Diksha Pokhriyal closely works with influencers like architects, interior designers, consultants for their projects like infrastructure, IT hubs, hospitality, commercials, rail terminals, and many more. Currently working for Dulum India Private Limited, manufacturer of metal ceilings and lighting systems. Today, Ms. Diksha Pokhriyal will talk about the false ceiling and lighting solutions to bring the focus to this emerging field in the interior design industry. The session will elaborate on the various segments in the industry with a focus on changing market demands and consumer mindset. So handing it over to Ms. Diksha Pokhriyal. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Hello, friends. I'm Diksha, as been introduced. So I would like to introduce my company, which is Durlum India Private Limited. Durlum India Private Limited is basically a 100% subsidiary of Durlum GmbH, Germany, having its headquarters at Schoffen. So in Indian market, we are present for almost 14 years from now, and we are doing metal wall ceiling, lighting systems, and wall panels also, metal wall panels, interior and exterior both. If I talk about my company, what we do, basically we have 3 different units, that is steel metal processing, lighting and ceiling lighting ambience, and emergency lighting. So major focus is on ceiling lighting ambience here in India as well as worldwide. So we have different manufacturing unit. I'll talk about only the Durham India part. We have around 90,000 square foot area, floor plate area. We are manufacturing not only to cater Indian market, but also we are exporting our products worldwide. Here we are manufacturing only metal ceiling, wall panels, and a specific light called Lumio Light. I'll elaborate it later. So this is our headquarters at Shofim, and we are present. This is our factory at Manesar. We are present in Manesar. These are the other factories. Basically, our motto is, to combine ceiling and lighting in a sense that it create an ambience for a particular project. Whether you are sitting in a theater or in an office room, you should feel that you are sitting at home. This is our main motto. So, as I have already spoken about what we are dealing in ceiling lighting systems, these are the basic, basic manufacturing ceilings which we are manufacturing: closed ceilings, open ceiling, functional ceiling, raft ceilings, and design, which we are taking care in India. Apart from this, we do a lot of project lighting, exterior and interior lighting, light management, daylight system, but we are not doing here in India. So I will not be elaborating these points. So if I say why false ceiling, so the answer is false ceiling is the most unobstructed area where you can see the interior space of any project. And basic benefits of false ceiling is it conceals wires, it gives you soundproofing, fire safety, energy efficient, and moisture and sag resistance. So basically what false ceiling does is it conceals wires and saves energy. In the same time, it can be decorative as well as air regulator. You might have heard about chill ceilings and hot ceilings. These days, people are investing in the ceilings where it could be, it could automatically regulate hot environment in winters and cold environment in summers. They could be functional as well as aesthetics. Since you all are designers, you every day you face trapdoor solutions. You need a good trapdoor solution for your projects. So you need an aesthetic trapdoor solution, which can be provided in metal also, apart from wood or plywood, etc. So there are many types of ceilings. Number one is metal ceiling. Then you might have heard about gypsum board, wooden ceiling, mineral fiber, glass ceiling, fabric, and synthetic leather ceiling. But as I am dealing into metal, so I will talk about only metal ceiling. So in India, we are manufacturing metal ceiling, and there are only three metals in which we deal. That is aluminium, galvanized iron, galvanized mild steel, and steel. Steel ceiling or SS ceiling are used only in specific areas like kitchens. Apart from that, aluminium and galvanized iron ceilings are used everywhere in any project. And these days, since architects and interior designers, influencers are wanting to create a project which is sustainable also, which is green building approved. So aluminium is the product which is around 90% recyclable. So people are preferring aluminium ceilings for their project. And if I talk about metal, as its name suggests, it is very rigid in nature. So it is long lasting, it is not biodegradable, as well as it gives a very nice aesthetic appeal to the ambience of the project or a room where specific ceiling is used. So why metal ceiling? I have already spoken about this, that it gives a modular design to the building. It can, you can integrate light in many forms. You can suspend it, you can flush it with the ceiling, you can run around, you can flush it with the ceiling, as well as you can, if you're using open cell ceiling, you can use light above the ceiling as well, just to reduce down the glare which is produced by the lights, which is produced by the LED lights these days. These ceilings are hingeable, so that services can be maintained very easily. We can give you, or metal ceiling can give you acoustic variations, wherein you can create multiple perforation pattern and can achieve up to 0.7 NRC using mineral wool, acoustic sound text tissue, or rock wool into that. Then it is rigid, so it is wall proof. If you throw a ball onto the ceiling will not get damaged easily, and it is flexible also in terms of design, in number of shape. If you need I'll show you later on. If you need triangle panels, that is possible. If you need circular panels, that is possible. Hexagonal panels, that is possible. A number of powder coating patterns can be done. Printing can be done on the metal ceiling. If somebody wants that, I want to print the logo onto the ceiling, or want to print some theme on the wall panels, that can be easily done. These ceilings can be reflective also in nature, as they could polished aluminum or SS ceilings. Polished SS ceilings can be reflective. You can use indirect lighting onto it also. In various projects, we have given certain ceilings. We have Y straight line called product, which is reflective in nature. So it can also give a floating effect also. As I have already told you about cold and heat rooms, you can also create clean rooms as well. You can antimicrobial powder coating can be done, which can be used in any clean room these days. In the era of COVID, we can powder coat these ceilings with antimicrobial powder, so that it could reduce the effect, transfer of microbials from one place to another, and they're very easily maintainable also. So when I talk about ceiling, the major and most important part is acoustics. Acoustics is basically how we can reduce down the noise which is created in a room with where echo is not produced. So the major role in acoustic is the perforation pattern. So if there are few standard perforation patterns, as well as some good looking perforation pattern can also be done. I have already spoken about graphics onto the ceiling, wood designs, custom logos. Everything can be done, and we can achieve NRC, that is noise reduction coefficient, up to 0.7. That is 70% of noise is absorbed back. So not only with the ceiling, the entire ambience. If I talk about flooring, carpet helps in reducing the noise. Furniture helps in reducing the noise. Wall panels, dry walls help in reducing the noise. So overall NRC, if I talk about 70% or 80%, these are the maximum range that any product can give you absorption of sound. So this is basic, very basic pattern, 1.5 mm diameter. I can show you. So I think so. Is it visible? able to
Yes,
check?
ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So this is basic 1.5 mm dia with it is having around 11% of open area and it can achieve up to 0.7 NRC. And then it is basically linear. If you see the pattern, the holes are in line. So this is linear 1.5. Then similarly, we have pattern of 1.8 which is diagonal, having a pitch of 45 degrees. So these are the basic things in any ceiling or wall panels where acoustic requirements can be achieved according to the requirement of the particular project. Then coming to the products which Durlam India is manufacturing, as I have already told you, we are manufacturing open cell ceiling, closed cell ceilings, corridor ceilings, functional ceilings, and aesthetically appealing ceilings as well. So the number one ceiling which I am going to show you is Leva. This is Leva. It is open cell ceiling. I'll just show you the ceiling sample. Just please let me know, is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is Leva. This is 150 by 150 pedals and they are 360-degree rotatable panels. It is multicolor in nature. It can be multicolor, it can be in single color as well. So this is basically a very good aesthetically appealing ceiling. You can see in the images also that I have already spoken about the light which is above the ceiling. So in this case, the lighting is above the ceiling. So this is the most important benefit of open cell ceiling. Next is Geo. This is grid ceiling. This way. All the panels of this ceiling is 1200 by 600 and it is 100% hingeable ceiling. Like if it is hanging this way, any and every panel can be hinged to the 90 degree and services can be maintained. So the size of this grid can be changed from 50 by 50 to 75 by 75, 100 by 100 and so on and so forth. You can use this. Basically, what Durlam does is we have our proprietary system of hanging that is U94, but you can use it in T-grid format also. You can install T-grid and you can 600 by 600 ceiling panels onto it, but it does not look good. It does not give you a clean view. This is all Geo. See, in this image, if you can see, we have incorporated light as well as functional ceilings also, Lumio. This is linear. I've shown you double louver ceiling. This is linear ceiling. Stack tree. We have 4 different ceilings in this kind in linear system. Star 3, Stalin 4, Stalin 9, and Stalin 15. So the thickness of this blade varies. As name suggests, it is 3 mm, and then 4 mm, 9 mm, and 15 mm thickness of this blade. Again, the installation is quite similar. I'll just show you the demounting of this ceiling. You can see in this video how this person is demounting the ceiling system. It is basically a U94 system wherein 4 clips are attached. You can loosen these 4 clips and from anywhere horizontally or vertically. You can just pull down two clips and the panel is hinged. So you don't have to remove the ceiling, and you can easily maintain the services, the wiring, the ducting, anything can be done. See, he's removing another panel as well. So this way, open cell helps in many different ways. One, it is hingeable. Another, you can incorporate lights. You can incorporate lights above, beneath, or you can flush it with the ceiling. In this IBM project also, you can see the lighting is above the ceiling. You can play with different elements of ceiling and lighting with the open cell ceiling, because suspension is very easy. You don't have to cut the panels. This is T-cell-N. It is single blade interbeaded ceiling. It is again, the panel size is 1200 by 600. It is similar to Geo. Installation is similar in any open cell ceiling which Durham is manufacturing, but it gives a 3D effect when the light is above. We suggest the influencer to use light above this ceiling specially. So this is loop ceiling. I don't think so. I have a sample of loop ceiling. Basically, it is a 1 square meter of panel which is interconnected in a form of jigsaw puzzle. So you cannot see the lines or the joints of the ceiling. See in this image, the joints are not visible. So it gives a floating effect. You can use 80 mm dia lights with these holes. It gives, the aesthetics of any particular room or area is enhanced when it is used. And again, if you want to use it for the purpose of to achieve some NRC in this, we can give you infill panels, perforated infill panels in different powder coating. Now if you talk about baffle, Durham is master in manufacturing different kind of baffle ceilings: linear baffle, curved baffle, wave baffle, anything you talk about. You can have wood grain finish, any RAL powder coating can be done. This is Oriflame project. You can visit. It is in Delhi only. This is Bhamashah data center, wherein we have played with the height of the baffle and created a wave effect. See, this is curved baffle, Sendex, Erin. The process in manufacturing these kind of baffle is very tedious. We have to cut the panels, then we have to weld it, and then powder coat it. So creating these kind of patterns is the mastery of Durham. We have our own designer team which are helping to customize these kind of ceilings. So this is again a different kind of wave pattern. These days island ceiling or baffles are used in different formations or different orientation, diagonal, straight, linear, whatever you can call it. This is basically linear baffle, but installed in trapezoidal format. So if you see in this image, center to center distance of two baffle from one end to the other end varies. So if the design of the project or a building is radial, we can install it in the radial format. This is Bethel Grid. I'll just showcase you the wood finish in Bethel. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
This is wood finish one. Another finish is this. There are various different finishes which can be done through printing. Finish is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, I'm asking your help again and again.
No, ma'am, please don't be.
So this is again a curved bevel in blue color. This is Pantone blue. So the curve is this. It is creating an arch. See, if somebody wants to use pink baffle, we can also give that too. Basically, whatever is your imagination, Durham can create that in the form of ceiling or wall panels. So see, the baffles are curved as well as they are coming from ceiling to the wall. It is a subway in Singapore. Now, this is again an amazing project. Baffles are installed onto the wall and you can see a logo behind the logo of Oriflame. Baffle is creating that logo. A 3D logo is being created. So these kind of designings can be done by any company, but especially with Durham. Now I am coming to the closed type ceiling systems. This is custom perforated ceiling system. So I have already shown you this, basic perforation patterns. Now I will showcase you various custom perforation. See, you can see 40 mm dia into this. You can backlit it, or you can use acoustic fleece to absorb sound. This is another type of perforation. This is triangular perforation, and it is in gold in a nice finish. These are triangular panels with triangular perforations. So all these perforations are done through CNC cutting machine. So any design is possible. I'm showcasing you. Hexagonal perforation pattern. So beneath this, acoustic sound tissue is fixed to absorb sound. And in closed cell, you can also get plain ceiling like this. So sizes of ceiling can vary from 600 mm, 600 by 600 to 1200 by 600, 300 by 1200, and any odd size like 1100 by 350 is also possible. You can see this is a 600 by 600 perforated panel which is digitally printed in this stone finish. I think you people are getting a little bit interested. I'm able to engage you. So custom perforated panels. I have already spoken about backlighting of the panels. See, in this, a pattern is created onto the wall, wherein the design is created with the help of different perforations. This is ISCC Dwarka project wherein we are doing triangular panels with They are backlit as well as they are triangular in perforation also. See, this is the light backlit panels. These jali design can be produced. I just, if it is not too heavy, I just showcase it to you also. This is too heavy for me to lift. Otherwise, I would have shown you this. So basically, you can go and see the products in any of the arena showroom wherever you are present in India. You can visit Arena, Maruti Suzuki Arena showroom, and you can see these wood grain finish ceiling there. This is trapezoidal ceiling. Basically, I have already spoken about trapezoidal installation of baffle. Now, once a building is radial in design, so if you use 2x2 tiles, at the end it gives you a shabby look, wherein a lot of cutting is there of the panels. So we have come up with the solution, and we give trapezoidal panels in which the width of panel from one end to other end varies. You can see this sky effect Buddha Vanam Hyderabad project. We have done this dome as well as the petals. These are metal perforated petals which are from the ground to 22 feet high. And then in the dome, we have created a sky effect through printing, 3D digital printing. And these panels are perforated, they are acoustically treated. So in the meditation hall, you cannot hear the echo. Then in closed cell ceiling, we have mesh ceiling also. So basically, recently I have shown you all the panels which are linear in nature. This is mesh ceiling, but the panel is radial. You can see it is having an arch. So it can create waves like this. You can use acoustic fill or any infill panels in this if you want to. Light is beautifully incorporated with the ceiling systems. Corridor ceiling systems, basically we use them as a trapdoor ceiling system. I'll just showcase a video. This is a corridor. And these are the installed ceiling panels. Now, the panels are hanging down and we can push it back. It works on this spring system and you don't require any tool to open the ceiling. With the help of bare hands, you can open this. So the beauty of this product is one that it is swing down and push back. Apart from this, it is customized to the width of your corridor. So that becomes our length of the panel. Or any hotel or school wherein services are coming into the corridors and you have a patch to maintain it, you can use this kind of ceiling, and they can be powder coated to any RAL shade. They can be graphically printed. For example, if you're doing any kindergarten project wherein you need a lot of graphical printing of Mickey Mouse or any other theme, so you can digitally print those themes onto the ceiling and place them. Another ceiling system is FS 4.4 AS. It is basically a drawer kind of a system. Drop down and push back. So basically, what is happening? We are pulling back we are pulling down the panels and pushing it back. So in this case, there is one drawback that to move two panels, you need minimum two stationary panels. In the earlier one, you don't need any stationary panel. And the third one, FF025, is very basic. You just need two L angles or wall angles wherein we can just place our our panels onto it. And they are basically removable like T-grid ceiling systems. These are the images. Now this is Rafter Ceiling. They are basically designer ceiling. You can create any design, you can create any island, and we can place it in different patterns like this. Then Lumio and Tumio, these are my favorite. Lumio is basically light. I have already spoken about it. It is basically a handcrafted light which is manufactured by a fabric called Dura satin. This is the fabric and it is a stretchable fabric. You can see I am stretching it back with full force and it is coming back. And they can be printed in any 3D printing or design just to create an effect. So it is again a printed panel. You can see on the screen as well that these panels are printed. They are basically lit ceiling or Lumio lights. And Tumio is basically a ceiling element. You can the green part, the green circles. You can see you can create certain designs like this. Lumio is on the wall as well as on the ceiling. Lumio Tumio combination. You can use it in cafeterias, games rooms. In the form of ceiling patterns, you can use Lumio lights. You can use just Tumio ceiling elements with the gypsum board or any other ceiling. You can create various designs. Design is your, your ability to design. We can create it. You think and we can create it. That is all about Durlam. I hope people have got interest in this and I'm able to deliver the best out of me. Any questions are most welcome.
Students, you can post your questions in the chat and I'll pick it up from there and we'll ask ma'am any doubts that you have. Minaz, you've raised your hand. Is this with some query that you have, or is it just by mistake? Oh, probably it was by mistake. Okay, since none of you posted a question, I assume that ma'am has been able to clarify the doubts. Okay, now we have a question, ma'am, from a student called Ritika, and she wants to know where can we physically see the material?
Okay, you can come down to our place and you can see we have our display center at Manesar as itself. You can come down to us anytime. You can fix appointment. You can take my number with your seniors, and I have given you the references of projects like Maruti Suzuki Arena showrooms. You can go there anywhere in India. You can go there and see the physical format of Lumio Light as well as closed cell ceilings, which are wood grain finished. And you can go, if you are in Delhi, you can go to Southex Oriflame showroom. You can see the Bethel ceilings onto the wall as well as on the ceiling. And if I talk about, you name airports, T3 terminal, we are present. Recently, Airport Authority of India has inaugurated T1 terminal also, renovated it. So we have installed our ceiling called 300G, S4 300G system. There, you can go to Mumbai Airport to see the product. In shopping area, at Geo, this ceiling is installed. And if you are in Delhi or Mumbai, you can visit any of the metro stations where majorly our ceiling is installed. So number one, you can come to us, or else I have elaborated, I have given the list of projects where you can go and directly see the products. Any other question, ma'am?
That was quite a detailed answer. I am sure Ritika's got the answer. So, ma'am, another student, Shiv Khanna, he wants to know what are the prices like and how can we get to know about the costing of the products?
See, if I talk about metal ceiling, it basically starts from 3,000 rupees a square meter supply rate, or 300 rupees approximately a square foot, to up to 12,000, 15,000. And when it comes to designing, then we can touch, nearly about 15, 20, 17,000 rupees a square meter. That is roughly around 1,700 rupees a square foot. So from 300 to 2,000 rupees a square foot, you can get metal ceiling anywhere in India. These are the supply rates. Apart from this, installation varies from place where your project is. Let's suppose your project is in Delhi, then installation can vary from 400 to 600 depending upon the product. And if your project is in far east, northeast, some remote location in Leh or anywhere else, then the prices can go up to 700 or 1,200 rupees a square meter.
I'm sure Shiv and the other students also have got a good idea about the pricing of the products. And Nabanika wants to know, are they comparatively heavier? So when we say comparatively heavier, Nabanika, we need to know what we are comparing with. Yeah. So I'm not too sure if ma'am can really answer that. But ma'am, Tanishka wants to know what type of ceiling is best in houses. Can we use these type of ceilings in the houses as well?
See, from sales point of view, I would say yes, but rarely for houses, metal ceilings are not used and it does not look good too. So for houses, you can either go for POP, that is plaster of Paris. This is my honest answer. Or gypsum. There are very good designs in gypsums also. You can create your design. You can, play with the design and theme of colors with the help of gypsum. But in metal, these are a little bit more towards commercial. It will give, if you use it, obviously it will give you the effect, commercial effect. But I'm sorry to say, metal ceilings are not good for residential purpose. Yes, you can use our Durham Lumio lights, which are stretch fabric lights. And if you're, really building a good villa kind of a project, wherein you can use or incorporate trapdoors. specifically, because there you need a lot of services to be maintained at a particular place. So I'm sorry, for individual residences, I would not recommend you to use metal ceiling. But for any commercial space, you can use any time, any day, you can use metal ceiling. It is more preferable because these are not biodegradable ceilings. They are long lasting as well as they are sag free. Basically, when I say sag free, what happens is leakage from the AC ducting or from firefighting ducting is the major issue when we are servicing these services. So if water is leaking, the metal will not sag.
Sure. Ma'am, a student Diksha Dua, she wants to know why some people use double layers of false ceiling.
Okay, this is a very good question. Basically, what happens is when you're using Bethel ceiling, and you don't want to use infill panels for acoustic purpose. So people use gypsum board or POP layer, and then Bethel is incorporated. For example, I'll just showcase you this thing. This is tube line ceiling. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is tube line ceiling. When we use tube line ceiling, you can easily see what is beneath, what is behind this. You are easily able to see the surfaces or the true ceiling, not ceiling, true wall. So just to hide this, people use double layer of ceiling. People use gypsum or POP first, and then these are incorporated or installed.
All right. Ma'am, Ritika wants to know. So basically, there was a picture of a moon in the presentation. So she wants to know, she's saying that, ma'am, I saw a moon in the presentation. Can you please tell us a bit more about the material and also the pricing of the material?
Yeah, just let me showcase you that. So this is the moon. As I have already shown you, this is basically 3D graphical printing. I have already shown you this. This is fabric. And see, what happens is when you use certain kind of motifs or graphics on the writing part, there are certain areas which are claustrophobic. For example, if you go in an MRI room, patient is scared because he's undergoing to a process, he is suffering with the disease, so he's afraid. And once he sees a beautiful graphic or a moon or any thing like that, so it calms him or her from inside. So basically the purpose for this is to give you a very nice soothing ambience. So this is basically, first of all, Lumio Light. It is white, translucent in nature. This is this, onto which we have printed. So this is translucent in nature, this is white. If you want to create any motif, we have shown you moon, we have shown you trees also. So you can create that. And if I talk about pricing of this, so basic starting range of this is around 20,000 rupees for 300 mm dia light. So you can see the circular lights, the smallest light in the green Lumio combination, that is 300 mm dia. It comes around 20,000 rupees per piece. And if you can see the first image from the left, wherein many big squares are used as a ceiling concept. They come per square meter. So the range starts from 50,000 rupees a square meter, and depending upon size and design, it can vary.
All right, so taking the last question for the day, that's again by Shiv, and Shiv wants to know, ma'am. So do we have any catalog to deep dive in all types of ceilings and their uses?
Yes, we do have. Basically, the good part of the catalog is we are not selling commodity. We are not selling the product. We are providing you the solution. So we have our catalogs with system details like clip and tile. For example, 600 by 600, it is slip in or laying. So we have system wherein you can customize your own product, and that can be shared to you. I can, send a copy to your institute. Apart from this, you can visit our website. That is durlamindia.com. You can visit our website. All the product details are there. You can see project references also worldwide, not only of India, but worldwide. An entire product range as well.
All right. So on this note, I would want to thank Ms. Diksha Pokhriyal for such an insightful presentation and an amazing session loaded with knowledgeable things. We really thank you, ma'am, from everyone at JD. A big thank you to you for such an insightful presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you, dear students, for your presence. Ending the session for the day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody.
Should I leave now?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.